Hello everyone, Wyloch here, welcome back. This week we're going to make a miniature pipe organ out of very cheap materials that you probably already have laying around your house. Don't forget, the February-March guild build is going on. I recently put up a video for that. Oh, and one more note, in response to a lot of PMs I'm getting, I think a lot of you found me because of my recent episode 115 with the modular industrial catwalks. The sequel is coming. It's actually probably going to be 2 because I have 100 ideas that you guys gave me for stuff to make. I really want it to be a jam-packed episode of value. I want to do it right. That's why it's taking a little bit of time. But it is coming, rest assured. Anyway, let's go make the organ. Drinking straws. Just the common, humble, plastic, bendy drinking straw. These are going to be the organ pipes. First, chop one end at like 45 degrees. And then cut straight, at least 45 to 50 millimeters down from the tip. Then fill it with some hot glue, about halfway up should be fine. Dunk it in water to greatly speed up the cooling and hardening process. And then with another dab of hot glue, just stick it onto some paper. I used wax paper here, not necessary, I don't know why I did that. Anyways, make 12 of these, and then go outside and prime them with a matte primer. I like Krylon Matte Black. So here they are all primed up. You can of course lay yours out however you want. I wanted a symmetric looking arrangement, so I took the 2 tallest middle pipes. Those are going to be 42 millimeters long. Measured that, marked it, pencil shows up great on matte primer, and then just chop it there with scissors. Now you have a nice clean solid bottom of the pipe filled with glue and cleanly sliced. The other 5 pairs I just decreased in height 3 millimeters at a time. Paint these up with the color of your choice. I'm going to use a metallic silver, and we'll come back to the pipes at the end. To make the main body, I'm using double corrugated cardboard, but you could use anything, a wooden block, foam, whatever is your preference. I cut 2 1x2 inch rectangles and hot glued them together. Then I spent hours trying to paint a good looking wood texture before thinking to myself, I've never really tried print and paste, so let's take a shortcut tonight. So I went to Google image search, searched on seamless wooden texture, and found one that I liked. Copy it, paste it into Microsoft Word, or Paint, or Photoshop, whatever you're comfortable with. Scale it if you want to, and print. Yeah, so from there I just cut a strip of it and wrapped it around the foundation using a glue stick. Then I cut another rectangle, this one a bit smaller at 3/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch, and wrapped it the same way. Small beads of hot glue to attach the small one to the big one like you see here. And then you might notice that the corners and the edges of the paper show some white. I used a brown Sharpie to cover those up. Now for the keyboard itself, I used chipboard. If you're new to the channel, this stuff is awesome. It is my go-to graphics medium chipboard. There's a link in the description below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you want a totally free way to support this channel at no cost to you, just use that specific link and I get a small kickback. Anyway, cut a strip that is 1/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch. And then paint it white. Probably need 2 or 3 coats. Now this is hard to do suspended in midair for the camera, but you're going to take a black fine tip or ballpoint pen and draw lines every 2 millimeters or so to show the white keys. That done, take a black Sharpie or other felt tip type of marker and draw the black keys. If you're not familiar with the pattern of a keyboard, you put the black keys on the lines and go draw 2, skip 1, draw 3, skip 1, and repeat. Or just Google image search it. And from there, you just hot glue this onto that smaller part of the organ. Again with chipboard, cut a 2 by 1/2 inch rectangle, paint it brown, and we're going to hot glue it to the top. Again, chipboard is awesome because it's kind of fibrous, so even after acrylic paint, it's still going to take glue very well. Measure out the center of that plank on top and make a small pencil mark. And now we attach the pipes. Since they're already filled with hot glue, I basically just use the tip of the hot glue gun to reheat that flat end that's already there. Don't squeeze any extra glue on there, or if you do, just a tiny, tiny little bit. Use the tip to reheat it, give it a twirl to kill any wisps, and then attach it to the top, taking care that it's straight up and down. Continue and attach all the pipes in this manner. Again, I got lazy with the detail work. Google image search, sheet music, picked one I liked, copy, pasted, and printed. And from chipboard, just a small 1/2 inch by 5/8 inch rectangle, painted up brown, and attach the sheet music with a glue stick. To attach this to the organ, I just put a healthy blob of hot glue on the back towards the bottom and set it in place. The hot glue will ooze down and contact the organ, forming a bond with the music ledger, none of it squeezing out the front this way. Very nice, clean look. And we're about to go to the table to see the final product, but real quick, some reminders. If you like what you're about to see, please don't hesitate to hit that like button, subscribe, reminders, etc., etc. There is a link in the description below for my Amazon storefront. Easy, free way to support the channel if you want. Just buy your stuff through that link. And for all you 3D printers out there, Wyloch's Crafting Vids is sponsored by Heroes Horde, which has an excellent range of high-quality models, including but not limited to all TrueTiles lines, which are OpenLock compatible. Also, check out my modules over on the DMs Guild, and remember, $3 patrons get free copies of all my releases. Oh, I forgot, real quick, couple lessons learned. Here was my first attempt at this project. It was gonna be a clip-on when I realized it doesn't need to be. Nothing about this feature requires that it be on a wall, unlike a window or a door or the other dozens of clip-ons we've made on this channel in the past. So if you want it next to a wall, you just put it next to a wall. Also, you can see this was a failed attempt at a rich mahogany finish. Actually, it was my 4th failed attempt, and it's why I switched to print and paste. And here, another one I built. See these ugly marrings between the pipes? I tried to use super glue to secure the pipes together to hopefully give them more strength. Well, it did make them stronger, but it's also really ugly. I also found that just hot gluing them on independently, they're plenty strong enough. It's not like we're going to throw this thing against a wall. Also, look at how ugly it is where the pipes meet the organ. That's because I glued them on before painting. Much harder to do. By chopping the pipes down after they're filled with glue and painting them before attaching, you get a nice clean result, which we will go and take a look at now. First, we'll throw out some dungeon tiles here. I'll just build a small temple room of some sort, and then also some other clip-ons for context. I'll put cards on the screen for some of these other projects you might be interested in. There's the stained glass windows from last time, episode 118. A couple of pillars and some cardstock minis. And here it is in all its glory. The finished product. Again, that detail work, just shortcuts, print and paste. Love it. Wish I had tried it before now. We'll just pan around the room here and look at things in context. I don't have much more to say. It kind of speaks for itself. Now, I said you probably have this stuff laying around your house. If you don't want to buy chipboard, it's the stuff at the back of a legal pad. That grayish, brownish, fibrous board that's like a 1/16 of an inch thick. That's chipboard, so if you have a legal pad, you can harvest it from there. If you liked this particular project, here's 2 more that you should go check out right now. Also, enjoy this month's community showcase. And don't forget to subscribe and click that bell reminder icon. I am Wyloch, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.